to be honest, it's kind of funny how nowadays the entire idea of like beating and conquering your competition is just considered to be cringe, when in reality, subconsciously, we all still do it. And there are these people out there who are like, oh, the only person I'm competing against is myself. But honestly, they're either lying to themselves or they're just fucking pussies. So, recently, I've been making a lot of videos on school and how to win in school and how to, most of all, find the most amount of free time while in school. So today we're going to talk about the entire idea of conquering the competition and how you can use it in a school environment. So in May, I did my GCSEs. I know I actually go to school in Italy, but I did like this specific course which allowed me to do some GCSEs, considering I have to go to England next year. And I remember while I was doing one of my exams, I was looking at, let's say, slightly glimpsing. I was slightly looking at the paper of the person next to me. But I wasn't doing it to copy. I was doing it to see at what point they were at, so that if they were already at the next page, they were in front of me, let's say, it would motivate me to do the test faster. And I know that's wrong, because you should always prioritize doing it right rather than doing it fast. But you can't help but agree with me when I say that being competitive gives you an edge when at school. I'll give you a different example. Here in Italy, I don't know if it's the same in the rest of the world, but we have pretty much like an app, which is like an electronic register app, where there's like an average of all your marks. And so pretty much everyone has their own average, and the better you are as a student, the higher average you'll have, no? And it's interesting how this metric, which originally I kind of deleted from the app, I like made it so I couldn't see it in the app because I believed it to be toxic. In the end, that metric really helped me last year, because it helped me, let's say, compete with the others, see at what point I was at school, and let's say it would motivate me to get higher marks, so I would have a higher score, and so I would have a higher score in comparison to most of the people in the class. And I believe that gave me a big edge, and it allowed me to have the highest average that I've ever had in my life. So pretty much last year was the best year ever academically of my life. And it wouldn't have been the same if it wasn't for the competitive nature which I decided to voluntarily embrace and to accept. So pretty much the lesson here is to be honest with yourself and to embrace, as I've said, the competitive nature that you have deep within, maybe in your subconscious, And maybe if naturally you don't have that competitive nature, try to develop it, or at least to form a mindset which will help you do well academically. Because in the end, it will give you a massive edge. Keep a strong mind and stay like a lion.